One of the tools that any system of oppression uses is to have a pre-existing mechanism to invalidate anybody who challenges it. And it does have to be pre-existing. It can't look reactive or it won't work. So when it comes to the patriarchy, what the patriarchy does is the patriarchy recognizes that around the age of 40, give or take, it's faster now because of TikTok, but around the age of 40, give or take, women start to wake up to the bullshit of everything that they've been fed. They start to see the lie in everything. So the patriarchy is there at the ready to say, oh, but women over 40, you're just bitter and you're irrelevant. It's like already set up to have taken our power away by the time we come to this realization. It also uses this mechanism to enlist young women in perpetuating the patriarchy. Because even though the patriarchy says, women are less valuable than men, it says young women, you guys are valuable. So young women participate in this hierarchy where they believe themselves to be more valuable than older women. And then as I get closer and closer and closer to that old, they start to panic because they're like, wait a minute. I'm valuable. I'm not less valuable because I've learned more, because I'm wiser. They're like on this conveyor belt moving faster and faster to that purported wall that the men love to tell us is real. They're looking back and they're like, no, like I matter. Like most of the reason that women try to look younger than they are isn't to attract men. It's to not lose their power in the patriarchy. It's to not become irrelevant. But as soon as they start saying, no, this isn't fair, I'm no less relevant, I'm better, I'm a better human now than I was 10 years ago. The patriarchy is there ready to just say, but you're bitter though, shh. And of course, white supremacy does this to black people too, right? But it's a different trope. It's the angry black person trope. It's just there at the ready if a black person dare assert a boundary or disagree with a white person or so much as share anything about their lived experience. Doesn't matter what tone they have, automatic label at the ready, angry black person. It works with classism too, because we're still pretending that we live in some sort of meritocracy. So if somebody's not successful and they try to point out that the system isn't fair, it's right there at the ready. Well, you're just not smart enough. You're just not good enough at the system. You don't work hard enough. You want something for nothing. Anyway, the only solution to this is to just bring awareness to the fact that this is what's happening, and just generally in life to regard any trope that you hear with great suspicion and skepticism. There are very few tropes that are not harmful.